I can barely see unless I go like this.
I can't see at all. I don't even know why I look down.
Okay, guys, we're back. Another F1 video. We are going to preview the Canadian Grand Prix. Yeah, so we got some fun stuff going on for you. I mean, we kind of already went over a lot last week, so we don't have a lot to talk about this week. There wasn't a lot in the news, which I'm surprised about that there wasn't a lot. But I have a statistic to start off for you before Julie normally does this. So my statistic for you is that F1 teams have generated $2.05 billion in sponsor revenue in 2024. It's more than the NBA, MLB, NHL, and MLS. And it's almost as much as the NFL. And the NFL has $2.49 billion. So they're not even 0.5 billions off. And it's over 8 times more per team than any US league. So F1 teams average $6.2 million and an NFL team averages around $745,000. So I can foresee F1 sponsoring kind of going up here, and they could very well get more than an NFL team, if I'm being honest.
So here are some not NFL, God bless. Y'all, it's Monday. This is some F1 stats for you, or just info, tidbits, whatever you want to call it, before I lose my absolute mind. So, the former F1 driver Sebastian Vettel, who is one of my favorites, recently completed a 4-day program at Harvard Business that's aimed at agents and managers. Is this to replace Marco sooner than expected?
Because, they're saying, well, Marco was like, I want Vettel to replace me, and here we have this happening. Not saying, just saying.
Right? I would be down to see Sebastian take over EU Marco. Um, and then Alpine F1's junior driver, Nicola Lacorte, was handed an 18 penalty points plus a race ban in the same week. I tried to watch the video, but it wouldn't let me watch it. And
Yeah, I
I
wouldn't
tried
let
to
me
watch
watch it either.
So if any of you guys know how to watch it, please let us know because I really want to understand why.
I read somewhere that it was because he ignored a black flag during qualifying, which, I mean, why would you ignore a black flag? But I didn't see the
Come
video,
on.
so can't tell you that
Yeah.
much.
And then Haas special livery to celebrate their 200th Grand Prix. Honestly, I couldn't tell a difference.
It was mainly just like the outline of Haas on the car and like certain things. I think on the wings.
I
It
was really
wasn't that,
trying.
yeah, it wasn't that much of a difference, but it's a nice little throwback,
Yeah. And then no news on Lance, still assuming he will race. But I guess we'll keep a lookout for that, as well as the weather and
Yeah.
the fire issues, the wildfires. I guess we'll find out when it gets closer to the race.
Well, did you see that apparently there's a chance of rain during the race now? Yeah.
Interesting.
So maybe the fires won't have an effect.
We'll see. So just look out for the weather updates, people. So now to last week's podium predictions, which was Spain. I don't want to talk about it.
Okay,
I'm
well, I can. So Julie had Lando, Max, and Oscar, and I had Max, Lando, and Carlos. But Oscar actually won, right? It was
Yeah.
Oscar, Lando, and then Charles? Well, anyways, Julie got 2 points. I got 4 because I got Lando in the correct spot. So now Julie's up to 28, and I am up to 35. I kind of pulled away here. But, it can all turn around if she gets the winner here. Because then she'll tie me. No, she'll jump ahead of me if I don't get anyone, and she gets the winner. But the first Canadian Grand Prix was in 1978. It's a total of 70 laps, 4.361 kilometers. The race distance is 305.27 kilometers. And the lap record is 1 minute 13 seconds, 0.078, and that is by Valtteri Bottas in 2019. Just a little fun statistic here for you. The 2011 Canadian Grand Prix was the longest race ever in F1 history. It went on for 4 hours, 4 minutes, and 39 seconds because there was a bunch of rain and they had to keep delaying it. But last year's podium, Max won, Lando in second, and George in third. Not that says too much about anything else, because I feel like that was like the predominant 3 on the podium last season. But that's fine. Hear me out. You are getting more people on the podium, you're just not getting them in the right spots, whereas I'm getting one person in the right spot, so I get more points.
I'll take that.
So technically, if we just had it as 1 point per driver, you would be ahead. I'm only in front of you because I got the one winner, and then I got Lando in second.
Yeah, that makes me feel a little better, but I'm still like, honestly, I could literally say this lineup right here could, Max, Lando, George could totally get.
Yeah.
Because, but
after Max's rage last week, are we sure we want to do that?
No, that's the thing. I'm like, I could say that, and it would be a good prediction, but because you have Oscar and you have Charles who's been having his moments, and then you have Max with his anger issues, and then, Lando's pretty.
I can sway you off of the Charles podium right here because in qualifying, he has only beaten his teammates 40% of the time. He is not good in qualifying around Canada.
No.
And remember last year, Ferrari messed up his strategy and he finished.
Well, I'm not saying I would put Charles.
He DNF'd last year because he was so far behind.
I'm not gonna say Charles, but I'm just saying those are your top people currently.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I'm still torn because I feel like I jinx myself every time I say, Lando in first or Oscar in first. And, I say Oscar and then it ends up being Lando. And then I say Lando and it ends up being Oscar. Or it's just a random Max podium.
So, don't pick either of them.
It'd be stupid not to.
You can put them in second and third.
Let me just put on my thinking glasses. I am going to on myself, and I look absolutely awful. Okay.
Darn, I was hoping you were gonna keep
my other pair of sunglasses because I have 2 apparently. So, currently, I am feeling.
No, keep it on. Wait. I don't have any sunglasses.
Wait, I am feeling very torn. Okay. So, personally, I feel the statistics are telling me that, oh, I have another pair of glasses. Hold on. So, I can't see, by the way. I fear that I want to say Lando in first. Okay, these are gonna have to stay off my head. I can't even see. Yeah. Trying to see here. Oh, I could put my hood on. Okay. So I'm thinking I put Lando. Since I'm wearing a McLaren hoodie and I'm repping my orange sunglasses, I don't know. I've given up. I'm gonna say Lando in. I feel like I'm going incognito. Like any superhero in a Marvel movie or DC where they're like, yeah, this was a good disguise. Or she doesn't even go here. So I'm gonna say Lando is first. I'm gonna say I don't know. I'm gonna say Oscar second.
Okay.
It's really a toss up between George and Max currently, but like with Max's little fits lately, I don't know. I kind of want to see him back on the podium, but that's just like I don't know. I think
Well, he definitely broke his podium non-podium streak, so that's unfortunate.
yeah, I could say George, but I don't know. Like Mercedes has been so unreliable lately.
Well, he got podium last year.
You know what?
Do it.
You know, I'm kidding. There's no way. So I'm gonna say George. Why not? He hasn't had a good time lately, so maybe he'll get his podium. So I'm gonna leave it up to you now with your 3 hats.
Yeah, my
I
three
lost my
hats.
glasses.
Dang. I think it's fine. I can barely see unless I go like this.
I can't see at all. I don't even know why I look down. These are Polaroids, and the other one's just can't see.
They're there for vibes. All right.
Fiction.
Well, as I said earlier, I am not going to put a Ferrari on the podium because I think that is a dumb mistake. And if you put Ferrari on the podium, why would you do that? Guys, I'm all for getting on the podium. So, I have a semi decent statistic here for you if I can remember it correctly. But Max Verstappen and Fernando Alonso have both started on the front row in Canada the same amount of times. So, with that being said, I'm gonna put the one, the only, the legendary rookie himself. I'm gonna put Fernando in third because they actually did well last season. And with their qualifying form, I have to do it, and I have to put my faith in Fernando. This is his redemption race. He's just gonna Stroll, and we don't even know if Stroll's gonna race to begin with. So, yeah.
Well, he ain't gonna finish the race.
I hope Fernando finishes.
Yeah.
And then I'm putting George Russell in second place because I think not Ferrari, Mercedes are gonna do okay this weekend, and then I have to put a McLaren there. But which one do I go for?
You'll probably get it right, so just go for it.
well, I can either do the same as you or I can go Oscar. Which one would you prefer?
For me?
Yeah.
Well, well, personally, I would like to see Lando win, but I mean,
there we go. Easy enough. Lando in first. Yeah, I'm feeling so confident Fernando's gonna finish the race, guys. That's how confident I am on him in the podium. Oh, what did I do?
What's the one of mine? Hey, I'm just blocking out the haters.
Gosh, you know what?
Yeah.
I do actually have a pair of sunglasses down here. Now I really can't see.
Oh my gosh! I lost my pair like that.
That's so unfortunate. These are one of my favorite pair.
Didn't you get a bad suntan from falling asleep in your car with those on?
Yeah, we don't need to talk about that.
Crazy L'Oreal.
Yo, no, my tan. Oh my gosh, I left my hair ties in the bathroom upstairs. I'm gonna have to get those. But I burn like a tomato. Wait, we're getting off topic. Let's wrap up the video.
It's getting too timey for y'all. I'm sorry.
It's getting too unhinged, and you guys can only stand some of our unhingedness because Other times we just go too crazy and it should not go on the internet, and we're getting towards that. So we're gonna wrap up the video.
If you did like this video, like this video, and if you'd like to see more videos, please subscribe, because we're trying to get to 500 subscribers by the middle of this year. And then if you would like to see other videos, please turn on your post notifications, because we have more videos coming out this week. It being like the normal podcast video or Champions League videos or etc. Keep a lookout for those. Also, we are finally meeting up sooner than later in the middle of June for the soccer game. So keep a lookout for those videos, because we'll be vlogging and all that, because we're excited. And we'll be doing some videos together for once instead of
in the same room, guys. In the same room. Yeah. Not like this. In this the same room. We're going to live stream. We're going to live stream as well. So stay on top of that. Follow or subscribe. I don't know what you do on Twitch. Whatever it is, get on there, follow our Twitch, because that is probably where we will live stream, just because it's easier that way. But we will try and link it for you on our other social media pages, which is why you should also follow our other social media pages. And yeah, that's it.